Hi, my name's Rachel Kelly from the Liminality, and I'm delighted to be joined by Steph, who's the head of research at Green Salon Collective, and we're going to be talking today about energy. So Steph, can you tell us why energy usage should be of importance to salons?
Well, there's a few reasons. I think maybe one of the more obvious is you're looking at your energy bills. So if you understand what you're using and also what you're wasting, you're in a better position to reduce that and then save on your running costs. Possibly haven't thought about it, but a lot of people these days are looking to work for ethical businesses. So hairdressers are looking to work for green salons. And in the same way too, clients will be looking to spend their money at greener salons as well. And of course, reducing your energy usage is going to help reduce your impact to global warming as well.
So what could a salon do to reduce their energy usage?
Well, I think the first and foremost thing before you look at your own business and what you're doing, I think the most important thing is to educate yourself and your team on energy. What is climate change? What are greenhouse gas emissions? What causes greenhouse gas emissions? And we've included in the link below some videos that you can look to really understand what these things are.
So what are the practical steps that a salon could take then to reduce their energy usage?
So I think first thing to look at in your own business is to map out what energy you're using and what energy you're wasting. So it can be an audit. This can be done externally. So some electricity companies offer sometimes free audits to businesses. And you could also possibly do this internally depending on your team. It's actually a great way to engage your team on energy and climate change and everything. And what the audit does is a number of things. First, it will help you to find areas of your business that are really energy intensive, and it will hopefully also help you to find areas where energy is being needlessly wasted. But also when you get that information of what your energy looks like, you can use that as a baseline. And when you create your targets and make your plan to reduce it, you can use that to measure your impact.
So once you've done your energy audit, where would be the best place to go next?
You might say that the best thing to do first is look at your energy provider. And a great question to ask straight away is, are they sourcing their energy from the extraction and burning of fossil fuels? And if you are looking to use renewables, a great question to ask then would be how much of the energy that they're sourcing is from renewables? Because an energy provider can say that they have they offer renewables, but that could possibly just be a small fraction of what they offer. So that would be a great place to start, checking your energy provider, and also switching these days is very, very easy. After looking at your energy provider, then you look at what is in your business. What are you using and how are you using it? So obviously you're looking at energy efficient appliances or equipment, but also how are you using it? So there's something that I learned about called phantom energy. Have you read about this?
Yeah.
And it's where you turn on, you might have turned off an appliance, but it's still plugged in and it still draws out energy. So it's really important to, first of all, know about this. And then when you are done for the day, you've cleaned up, you've swept the floor, turning off all of the equipment, but also, in the UK, you have these very convenient little buttons and you just push that and everything actually is powered down. And that saves a lot of waste, needless waste in energy. But then you look at things like your lighting. An example would be to have a timer on one of your lesser used rooms, like the toilet, putting that on, or a motion sensor. And a really big category of looking at your energy, but I will not bore you with right here, is your HVAC, heating, ventilation and air conditioning. And this could be some of the biggest changes you can make in your energy usage. But we've included links to read more about that below. But that sincerely makes an enormous difference. So there are several areas of the business you can look at. So I've mentioned lighting and HVAC. You can look into solar and how your staff or your team travels to and from work, depending on your situation. So there are many things to consider, and I think all of them really add up. But ultimately, I think it comes down to understanding your energy footprints and what the impact of that could be.
Mm-hmm. And even I think if salons don't own the building that they're in, if they're renting that space, so you feel like some of this is unachievable or too expensive, actually you can think of just simple ways that are going to be cost saving, and ways that you can save energy just by switching things off. Like that's the best place to start, isn't it, often? So yeah, it's not that you have to put solar panels and do all of that overnight. Actually, you can start incrementally if you don't own the space.
So speaking of first place to start, actually we would maybe argue that the very last place to put your efforts in reducing your energy, after you've done everything you can to reduce it, what is left over, that could be offsets. And I think that would be, we couldn't stress enough that it's, offsetting we think is a great thing, but it should be after all your efforts have been put into reducing in the first place.
Thanks so much for that, Steph. And if people want more information, they can check the links below.
Yeah, have a look at the description section below, and everything you need is there.
Cool, thanks.